There's a reason that this community has been getting so much attention lately. And it's not just the homes, it's where it actually sits. Because finding brand new construction this close to beaches, marinas, and everything along the Cortez corridor on the west side of Bradenton is extremely rare. But here's where things get interesting. Once you decide you like the location, the real question becomes, what's the smartest way to actually buy into it? Because in this community, you've got a few very different options. Single-family homes, townhomes, and villas, and some of them are going to look like a better deal at first. But once we break down the pricing and the monthly costs later in this video, that answer can completely change. But first, let's go take a look. So let me show you one of their villa floor plans. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage, just shy of 1,700 square feet. You get your pavers, you get a nice shaded porch under your portico. As you can see, that's right here is where you come in from your 2-car garage, and you're completely covered from the elements. Just nice to be able to pull up a chair and sit out on a day like this, nice and breezy. Just inside the foyer to my right, you got your first bedroom, and they've done a really nice job of this. They've got windows here in the bedroom on both sides, light and bright. Sometimes you don't always see that here in some villas. Sometimes that front bedroom is a little darker. This one's got a nice light too, and it's a really deep, good sized room. Check that out. And over here to my right, there is your full bath. Those 2 bedrooms. Once again, towel going through the top. That makes a difference, these little things. That's a great option. This one, good sized laundry. Got your tub. And I'm sure one of these is going to be the AC. And one is probably going to be a good closet to put your broom and your vacuum and all that good stuff. I imagine we're going to have a linen closet here. I like to point all these out because when you're in a villa, you're always looking for extra space, and more than enough here. So look at this large wraparound. I like that. Lots of counter space. You've got an availability to set up, bake, whatever you need to do, or serve some quick meals. Gas appliances, deep farm sink, and you've got natural light coming in. You can have another closet over there. I like that tray ceiling here. Very nice. Some design options here. Take a look. Love that. Built in. Triple sliders. Impact glass. And yes, a lanai is always worth it. So let's go take a look in here. Notice the 8-foot doors. King size bed and lots of space here in your primary. Double windows. Set back so you have a space for your furniture. And then back here into your primary. Double sinks. Beautiful floors. Aha, a bench seat. I love this shower. I gotta go inside and take a look. Very well done. Your throne room on an angle. And then here is your primary. Let me slide in here and show you what we're working with. Extra space. So this is the Topaz. Like I said, 1671 under air. Provides you with pretty much everything you need. It is another great option, as we'll be talking about pricing here in just a moment. Now for a comparison, let's head over to one of their popular townhome models. So we're just outside the Bay Harbor. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage. And in between the garage, you've got a courtyard that's pretty neat. Let's step inside and show you. Just inside, you've got a nice, wide, open great room. This is a really comfortable home. Give you a different angle here to see what we're looking at. And they've tucked the entrance to the upstairs right on the side, so it's kind of out of the way. Very nicely done. Got a good island here
peninsula that sticks out. So when you're entertaining, setting up dinner, watch TV, see what's going on, interact with the rest of the folks. And you notice we are a gas community here. And then here's another island. This seems to be great for baking, and just great to have that extra storage there. So off to my right, this is the sales office, but look at that, tons of space, all under air here. And back here, we've got the half bath set up very nicely. Additional closetry, perfect. And back here, set aside, is your laundry room. So it's really nice, and you get, even with an interior, you get a lot of nice natural light through here. Now let me peek in and show you. There is your private, nice private courtyard. Isn't it cute? I like it. I like it a lot, actually. So that's where you come in for your 2-car garage. So we're gonna head off from the great room, and we're gonna head on upstairs. So here at the top of the stairs, I'm gonna head right, and immediately I'm at the second bathroom here. Show you the tile to ceiling. This is gonna service these 2 bedrooms back here. Once again, the way it's designed, you're getting natural light in. The rooftops of the garage. That's a pretty cool design. And you got your AC interior. And then of course, you're gonna have another linen closet. So down the hallway, here we come. Really good size, primary. Check that out, king size bed. Good amount of natural light. And then into the primary, 2 sinks. MI does a good job, nice and wide. And then here is your shower enclosure, tile to the ceiling. And let's peek in and see that primary closet. So there you go, interior unit. They've got some great deals going on this. We're going to share that here with you in a minute. Bay Harbor here at Seaflower.
Now that you've seen one of each, this is where most buyers start to hesitate and try and figure out what's most important to how they live. What areas of these homes are essential, and what makes more practical sense? Can you live with stairs? Do you like the privacy of a courtyard? This is where your individual lifestyle comes into play. Now, if this is our first time meeting, my name is Rob Rogan, and I've been privileged to live here in Paradise for over 30 years. And every day we get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you wanting to know about the Sarasota area. We bring you lifestyle, neighborhoods, and local market insight on a weekly basis. So whether you're moving in 1 week or in 1 year, reach out today so we can help you make a smooth move to Sarasota. So let's start with the big picture again for a second, because even though we're focusing on the homes themselves, the location is still the reason this works. You're in West Bradenton, and you're just off the Cortez corridor, which means quick access to all the Gulf beaches, the marinas, and some of the best waterfront spots in the whole area. So the real question isn't whether the location is good, it's how you want to live once you're here. Let's talk about the townhomes first. Now, these are going to stand out for buyers who want more space and a lower entry point into the community. You're typically going to get more square footage, approximately between 1,700 and 2,400 square feet, multiple levels, and a layout that gives you flexibility. So whether that's guests, working from home, or just having more separation, with a majority of the bedrooms upstairs. But the trade-off is pretty clear. You've got stairs, shared walls on both sides, and it's more of a fully attached living experience. Now the villas are slightly smaller, approximately between 1,500 and 1,700 square feet, but they live deceptively larger. And this is where things start to shift for a lot of buyers, because now we're talking about a single story, fewer shared walls, and something that feels much closer to a single family home without all that maintenance. And this is why I see a lot of buyers come in thinking that they want the townhome, but once they walk into the villa, they realize it actually might fit their lifestyle better. And that's really the decision that you're making here. Not just between 2 layouts, but between space and simplicity. Now, before we get into the actual numbers, this is the point where most buyers think that they already know which one they want. But then it doesn't look clearly or nearly as obvious once they break it down monthly. So we'll go over those fees and the full pricing in a few minutes. But first, let's walk through another floor plan option that's somewhere in between.
So I'm standing in front of what appears to be a single family home, but it's actually attached. This is the end home here of the townhomes called the Annapolis. And this is a big home. We're going to step inside and I'm going to show you the difference here of what a staged home versus an unstaged home looks like. This will give you a true idea of what you're getting here, quality-wise, from MI. Beautiful staircase we just went by. Just to my left, I'm going to show you the primary first, as it is on the first floor here. Good size. I love the shower here in this one. Very nice room and shower. Just walk on in. You got your handle on this side. Let that water warm up. Gonna check out the primary closet, and it wraps around. Once again, good size. Throne room, and then your double sinks right here. It's a nice flooring. So you're getting to see really what you would get here. They do have, I shouldn't say coat closet because it's much bigger than that, but under the staircase, a really good sized closet, which is nice that it's climate controlled. And then here's your great room. Off to your kitchen. What you see is what you get, folks. This one is for sale. We're going to talk about that price here in just a minute. There is your powder room, pantry. You got ability to store stuff on all three sides, so that's nice. Back here, it's going to be your laundry room from both sides, and that is your two-car garage coming in there. So that gives you an idea of this space. A little deeper on this one, a little deeper patio. And then we're going to head on upstairs and show you what we've got there. So at the top of the stairs, we've got kind of a multi-purpose room here. Put a desk there, we've got a loft area. You can even put a TV or a gaming area up here. Just lots of different possibility. Let your mind and your imagination run wild. Once again, another good size bedroom up here. It is an ensuite, so let me show you that. So if you want to have your primary upstairs, you can do that as well. Good size walk-in, and that's how they have the tub and the throne set up. Across the way, you've got another full size. Once again, everybody's got it made in this house because they all have their adjoining bathrooms. So en suites and really good size walk-ins. So folks, let's rehash what we saw there. We saw a primary downstairs with a bathroom, two upstairs bedrooms with a bathroom ensuite, and we saw a powder room. So that gives you more bathrooms than bedrooms. Pretty amazing here. So 3 full bedrooms, 3 full baths, and a half bath. Not shabby, just a little over 2,400 square feet. Looks like a home from the outside. The Annapolis.
Now, beyond the location, this is where the community separates itself a little bit from what you typically see in West Bradenton, because this isn't just where homes are built and dropped into a neighborhood. There's actually a lifestyle component being built all around it. You've got a clubhouse, pool, walking trails, and green space throughout the community. So it's designed to feel a little bit more connected and definitely walkable compared to a lot of the newer developments that feel more spread out. And you have a brand new Publix Plaza and retail stores right at the edge of the community that you can just walk to, bike to, or golf cart over. There's also things like a playground, park areas, and community gathering spaces, which makes it appealing not just for full-time residents, but also for people who want something that feels really active and social without being overwhelming. And then when you zoom out just a little bit beyond the neighborhood, this is where the location really starts to stack up. You've got a bunch of different places. You've got Robinson Preserve right nearby. You can go there and bike and kayak and use the walking trails. You've got easy access over to Anna Maria Island and all the beaches, plus places like Bridge Street for restaurants and waterfront dining. You're not also far from downtown Bradenton if you want something a little bit more local, and even downtown Sarasota is within 30 minutes. So let's get into current pricing. When you look at the townhomes, this is typically where you're going to see the lower entry price points in the whole neighborhood, from the low 400s. And that's what pulls a lot of people right in right away. Now the villas are usually going to come in a little bit higher, but there's a reason for that. And this is where you really have to stop and think about what matters more to you. Because yes, the townhomes may look like a better deal up front, but now let's layer in the monthly side of this. So a few buyers may pause to compare, because once you factor in the total monthly costs, the gap between these two can either shrink or in some cases feel bigger, just depending on how you look at things. Now the nice thing is you are getting a lot of maintenance, like roof replacement and repainting when it's needed down the road. So you've got no landscaping to worry about, and you can spend your entire weekends just enjoying the beaches and the amenities within the community. And isn't that what you may have come here for in the first place? So, are you trying to get into this location at the lowest possible monthly number? Or are you willing to pay a little bit more for something that's gonna feel better every single day you live there? Now here's the simple way to think about it. If your priority is maximizing space and getting into the location at the lowest possible entry point, the townhomes are probably going to stand out. But if your priority is ease of living, long-term comfort, and something that feels closer to a single-family home, then the villas can often be where people land. And that's what makes this such a unique opportunity. You're not choosing between two home types. You're choosing the best way to take advantage of a location that's very hard to find for new construction. If you want to see what's available right now, what kind of incentives are being offered, like the ones currently on the screen, or how to structure the best possible deal with the builder, reach out to me directly. You can just find an open spot on my calendar, just click on the link for the Zoom call, and we can set up a quick call and make sure that you're making the right move for your situation, not just picking what looks best on the internet. So don't waste hours and days researching when we've got all the answers for you. We are your one-stop new home shop. We are the area's new home experts that will find what you need and will save you a lot of time and a whole lot of money doing so. For Living and Buying in Sarasota, I'm Rob Rovnak. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.